Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In the Ruff. Welcome back, as I usually say. Today, unfortunately, we don't have Mr. Senor Chaotic X. He's our lovely host, as usual. But today, for this episode, I'll be the host of this, I guess this episode, yeah, I already said. It's like Austin Powers when he said, when he's trying to introduce himself. Have you seen that?
I think so.
Yeah. He's like, allow myself to introduce myself. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But anyways, I haven't introduced you guys, but this is Christina. Say hello.
Hello.
Definitely. But anyways, so I was having an interesting weekend, actually.
What about?
So curious. I was scrolling. Well, I guess we all go through our phones every now and then, especially through Facebook and Instagram. But a lot of relative stuff that has been popping up, especially with news and controversy. Just as I believe we had it with the last movie. I guess some of you guys know. Obviously, the title's going to say it, but we had controversy for the last movie, which would be The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, I remember the.
Do you remember what happened there?
Yeah, someone was linking it to a shooting, right?
No, so what? Actually, there was a shooting at the premiere.
Oh, that's.
And so I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was the Aurora shooting. I'm not sure.
Rings a bell.
But yeah, there was basically, for those of you who don't know, it was a premiere that happened on either The Dark Knight or The Dark Knight Rises. But I'm pretty sure it was The Dark Knight. It was basically the day it premiered in one of the theaters, and basically there was a mass murder shooting because of, in my opinion, not really because of the movie. It was just the fact that it was just packed. A lot of people, big hype.
Premiere.
Yeah, and I was actually watching the news. I don't really watch the news that much, but I was watching the news, and on news, I was watching. It was like a different kind of news. It's Spanish news, but it's pretty much sometimes the same. Not really. Shouldn't be saying that, but I saw that they had LAPD officers outside of the Joker premieres because they thought that it would same controversy would cause mass hysteria, and shootings and this and that, which leave you thinking to controversies. I've been thinking about there's many of them that I can say. Well, I guess now some of them would be called like conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen some of those as well. We did a whole episode with Chaotic, but anyways, yeah, just bringing it back. It was pretty much the distinction between conspiracy theories and controversy. We kind of touched a little bit on that. Not really. It was actually just really briefly, but in this, I feel like. Well, what do you think about controversy? What do you think? What do you think a certain thing makes it controversial? Do you think it's just like unpopular? Do you think it's strongly unpopular? Or is it just like, okay, maybe let me take those two questions out. Just the first one, I guess.
Probably, yeah, just because something's popular. Someone's trying to throw it off. Just because.
So basically, it's like there's a winning team, and then there's always a losing team after that.
There's always drama. Say that.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can see that. What about when there is? Well, I guess it thinks about the individual, because I was thinking about certain subjects of controversies, because you can have certain subject controversy where, I guess, yeah, drama could occur. Like, well, what's one of the biggest ones? Well, I heard one of them was supposed to be, going back to the topic, the songwriter. I was reading an article. The songwriter or the composer that did the Joker is not getting any royalties. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, okay, he should be.
Well, because supposedly he was a charged pedophile.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's that. So there's that controversy. I think that's like the last thing that is out before like we stop talking about the Joker. Because it had a pretty good run. It had like a month, 2 months. Definitely the build. It was the build, the hype up, and then the articles, and then it hit the news. So there you go. Yeah, just like the other ones. But yeah, I read about that. I forgot his exact name, but you can definitely look up the article. I'm not sure if it's clickbait though. So yeah, I could have fallen to that one. Didn't really read the whole entire article. My bad. But
okay, we'll figure it out later.
Yeah. So there's that going on. I don't know if you guys are trying to notice, but I'm not really trying to talk about the movie exactly, because I don't know if some of you have. And if I will let you know if there's any spoilers coming. That definitely. But I just don't want to touch it right now. For now. Maybe save it for like the couple end of the video or something like that. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, what do you think? What do you think is let me rephrase this question really good. When something blows up, what's the chance of it becoming controversial?
When it blows up?
Yeah. Or when it hits mainstream, I guess, and not when it blows up. That's a better question.
When it does is when it does. At the moment it's up there, people are already trying to throw it off.
Okay.
And sometimes, you just get the ones that don't know what they're saying and they're just spitting out whatever.
True. But what about something that is not, let's go like something else, a little bit outside of the topic. Like mainstream rap. Like mumble rappers. Old heads, new heads. That mentality. What do you think about that?
I see the reason behind it,
Yeah.
and the beef that they have, but I think it's pretty childish.
How so?
They're adults. They don't act like it.
They're
They're all a
childish.
bunch of rich kids running around,
Right.
Most of them are okay. Like, the old heads are fine. They know what they're doing.
Right.
But, like, all the other ones, they're just...
The other old, like...
my sack's bigger,
So
blah,
what
blah,
about, let's get a little bit touchy. What about Eminem?
What about Eminem?
Well, is he showing his sack?
I haven't seen.
I heard Kamikaze.
Yeah, I've heard Kamikaze.
Yeah. I heard the full album.
I believe so.
Would you agree that he shows his sack pretty big? Like, we know it's white.
I'm not too sure. Not too sure.
Well, what I'm trying to say by that is basically, like, he takes a shot at, everyone pretty much. I don't know if
He's done that ever since he's been a thing.
Yeah.
That's his thing.
Well, supposedly he stopped. That's why he stopped doing the Slim Shady, and that's why he brought it back. It's like he had to prove a point or something.
Yeah.
But what about that? Do you think he had a point to prove?
Not really.
So do you think it was just for fun?
Yeah.
So he's just showing his sack.
I mean that as in money and stuff.
Like it's a...
I mean, he's showing his sack, like his sack of money, Santa
I
Claus
don't mean
coming
that.
in with his sack of
we're
toys.
talking about, I don't mean that. I mean, I'm taking it how you approached it. But that's right. That's right. I was
Sack
thinking,
of money.
Yeah.
Gold bricks.
We're taking about
unnecessary grills. Chains.
I thought we were talking about I thought we were talking about balls, but yeah.
Well, he does do that too.
That's what I was...
It takes balls to do what he does.
Yeah. But I mean, I thought it was like they're just showing balls around. Like they're just showing who's boss.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
childishly.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, okay. Then that's what I was referring to. Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad we kind of got into
met somewhere in the middle.
Common ground. But yeah, going back to controversies. Another controversy of the film was that, again, I said this before, that it would inflict, or not even inflict, but it would make people want to do bad things for good reasons. It would make people want to associate themselves with that person. The other one was the fact that he was white. He was a white person. He was a white protagonist. Yeah. And then there was another one that I heard that, again, I don't know if these are true, but this was another one that I heard that that he was being oppressed by people of color. So I thought that was pretty funny as well.
Yeah, that one was outrageous.
And so, yeah, we read a good amount of articles. It was pretty fun, actually, going through have you seen the articles yourself?
Yeah, I've seen most of them myself.
Yeah, they're pretty fun. Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
It seems to split an audience. Like, it's either left or right. It's either, yes, I agree with the film, or no, I don't. And people who don't have good reasons. I'm not saying they're not. And people who do, they have good reasons too, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I feel like both sides do have because let's talk about it, right? Would you think that the Joker would actually make you want to what was the article, to quote exactly, not to just would you think it would make you cause harm to other people besides yourself?
No.
No?
No.
Like, no, like zero.
No, that's not the message that I got at all from that movie.
Okay. So I just want to stay within the question. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'll ask that. I'll keep tabs of that. But so you don't think anyone would walk out?
I can't say anyone.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So what do you? Well, I'm talking about that anyone who you're not including. That's what I'm talking about. Do you think that maybe 10%, 5% will probably walk out, be going like, you know what?
He's
This
onto
Joker
something.
guy has a point.
Yeah.
Or something like that. That's
Maybe if someone's driven
Yeah.
to that route, you know,
Yeah. So
it may just happen. But
it may just happen. So that's I think that's their argument, which is, you know, not obviously everyone will think that, but some people who are not either mentally stable, just like in the movie.
yeah. And alone.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
But no, it's actually part of the plot if you read it in the in the trailer or stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, anyways, I don't want to get too sidetracked with that one. What was I on again?
You're on.
Yeah, the small percent. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
The small 10% or the small 5% will walk out in that theaters with that imagination at least, and then, you know, imagination leads to probably like lust or wanting to and stuff like that.
Dreams.
Yeah, but I really think that if there is a person like that, you should warn them.
Warn them before they go into the movie, or.
Yeah, it's rated R for a reason. But I'm not saying kids as well, but I think they're just talking about just normal. See, that's the thing where it gets to me. It's a rated R film, which is 18 and older.
Yeah.
Which is something your kids should not be watching in the first place. So if you're showing this audience to someone who's 18 or older, who's fully aware of everything that is within the movie, I think that they would see the contrary, in my opinion.
The contrary of which side?
Of you're right. The contrary of not liking the film because it may produce those kinds of people. So I can see that there's some truth to that. And then at the opposite side, I do see that it's more than that. To me, personally, I feel like the movie was more than that than just, inflicting damage on other people.
Yeah, of course. I see that too.
But that, like, I always have this thing whenever I'm, like, favoring things is I put my favorite and then I put what I really think. Because I know not everyone's like me. So, and I know I like those kind of films. So for me, it was, like, a 9.5 out of 10. But for other people, like, they're probably not into that kind of dark stuff. Because I did read some other reviews where they're like, oh, I had to drink this comfort away. It was a really good craft. The scenario, everything's good, but
too dark.
It was just way too dark. And I completely understand that. Because, yeah, it's definitely not...
for everyone.
Yeah, it's not definitely for everyone. But I respect people who have that kind of respect for that. I think one of those was one of the nominees that nominate movies for Oscars. They review films and then they nominate for Oscars. I forgot his name, but I believe and I don't believe that's pretty much what he said. And I'm pretty sure I have to put that in the source, so I'm gonna have to find that hopefully. But anyways, so yeah, I thought that was pretty honest of the guy to say that. But yeah, it's all I can say is for now it's a dark film. If you're into that is awesome. It's awesome. I'm gonna leave that at that. The other controversy that was spiking up during the film was the fact that it was also it was the director's way of pretty much having fun with reality in his own sense.
For what? The movie in general?
Yeah, like making fun of like the middle class or the lower class. Or recreating a shooting And that he's just basically getting away with it because he just has a title named Joker, and he has a character and he has all this, but there's like this, like, the thing is that basically he has this like dark side that he wishes to
put into the film.
Yeah, which he originally came from. Which, fun fact was that before this film came out, I don't mean it's not like a hipster or anything, but I was reading articles that they say that they were rewriting the whole film as they were going.
Right.
And yeah, you read that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was the most interesting part because that was my turning point when I felt like I was like, maybe this won't be good. Because if you think about it, an actor only takes a role when he likes the initial script. That was my thing at the time. Obviously now it's a whole different thing, but that was my thinking at the time. Is I was pretty worried because the trailer was very, like, it didn't say much and it was just him turning into Joker. I thought it was a little cliche. I was having a little bit of doubt because I thought it was gonna be like something else, like another Jared Leto or something like that. But as it went along, I was reading, there were ups and downs, and one of my downs was the fact that I read that they were changing the scripts as they were literally going. Like, they would go in the booth in the night, rewrite the scripts, reenact the scripts, and then next day go shoot and produce.
Or rewrite it.
Or rewrite it. Yeah, exactly.
Makes you a little nervous before you go and buy that ticket. You're like, is it gonna be good?
Yeah, and I was thinking about that. Well, obviously, after the trailer came out, I was hooked as soon as the trailer came out, and I was hooked. But that sold me. That definitely sold me. The laugh, the everything. If you haven't seen the trailer, go watch it.
The dance.
I can spoil the trailer because it's a trailer, but the dance and everything, the everything. So, but before that, like I said, they rewrote the entire script, and I was really worried because, again, Joaquin Phoenix was the main character in Joker. He took the role of the Joker because initially they liked the script.
Yeah.
There have been movies where they have rewritten scripts, this is why I was worried, where it did not go well. And for the most part, what I've heard, it's probably like, it's actually not that much, it's probably like 70%. For 70%, they don't go as they planned.
Yeah.
It's not that they go bad, it's just they don't go as they planned. Now, if it goes bad, I can't be the judge of that because everything's subjective. But in my opinion, it didn't go the way they wanted it to go. Which some movies can come on the top of my head, but I knew. And then there's others where there's the contrary. The actor adds their own twist to it, their own. They go off the script, as they call it.
Their own genuinity into it.
Yeah, and have you seen Saving Private Ryan?
Yes, I have.
So supposedly that whole monologue where Matt Damon's character is talking to, I believe, Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Right, like literally right before the last war, where he starts laughing and just laughing. That's supposed to be all the entire monologue is just himself.
Wow.
Yeah. So I thought that was very, very, very. That was a long monologue, and I don't know if they're gonna be if they ever went like, oh, let's cut and let's do that again, or I don't know how that went, or maybe it's just completely genuine.
Maybe it left the whole crew shocked.
Oh, but they were just yeah, that's true.
They were like, take it away,
Yeah, and that was a film by Steven Spielberg, so that's an awesome film. We haven't seen that one. And another one is going back to the Joker, not the film, but the previous Joker, in The Dark Knight, with Heath Ledger. It's supposed to be the bomb, where he's supposed to detonate the bomb.
Yeah.
That initial fail was supposed to blow up on the initial press, but him, looking at the bomb and trying to press it and everything. That's what they kept that shot, and they were like, all right, we like the mistake and everything. And if you know a little bit about filming, you can kind of see the camera pan late. Like it's panning like very quick to catch up on something.
Oh, I think I saw that.
Like when he's going on the school bus.
Yeah.
Like it's a little I don't know what it is, but ever since he said that, it could be placebo. But if you rewatch that part, I feel like you can see it clearly that the cameraman just like oh he just kind of accelerates real quick and because it was a mistake. So I thought that was pretty. You can see that. I feel like that part was pretty raw. But there was that.
I'll have to check that out again.
Yeah, definitely. Sure. Also, one more fun fact from that same movie is the clapping. The clapping, I said that weird. But the clapping when...
he's in the cell?
When he's in the cell and the detective gets promoted. Yeah. And
that's right.
So yeah, I read that one, the entire clap, the whole grin, that whole shot was just based.
The sloppy clap.
Yeah, yeah.
Maniacally.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch that, the whole movie. Definitely it's really high up there if you watch the IMDb ratings.
Yeah, it is.
It's just I think the main reason it being I think originality. I think that's the biggest one. Although not the first one. The first one wasn't that high up there, unfortunately. Batman Begins. Yeah. Have you seen that one with Scarecrow?
Scarecrow.
It's high. It's up there, but it's not as high as the last two.
Yeah, the first time I saw it, it was pretty trippy. Scarecrow, you see all that nasty stuff on his face.
I think that's the reason. That is the reason why it's hyped there. It's very original. Again, if you haven't seen any of the trilogy, the Christopher Nolan trilogies, then
check it out.
Yeah, definitely, it's worth a watch. Probably not in like the next 10 years because we have better superhero movies. Maybe I feel like this new Joker movie might actually inspire future either supervillain based on reality kind of movies, just like this one.
Or supervillain.
Like I was talking about it earlier, like Harley Quinn's. Like, not to get me wrong, what was do you know the actress name?
Margot Robbie.
Yeah, her, Margot Robbie. She does a good job. But I do know that there is someone out there that can show us how crazy Harley Quinn really, really, truly is. Because that's like, we're like used to that. Not really, because, Harley Quinn's not that big of a character. At least it wasn't until like the past, since it originated. Because
maybe like 3.5, 4 years.
No, actually.
For the Margot Robbie version, at least.
Oh, yeah. When Suicide Squad came out, that's when definitely hit mainstream, right? Or was that before? There was no other...
There was no other before her. Before all the other things that she was in.
Just animated.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know the origin story for Harley Quinn was the fact that she became a character after the animated series in the year 2000. She was never a comic book character. So, can't say much about that. That's what it is. I was going to say something else about that, but that's pretty plain. But I thought that was pretty interesting that she hit, they added a company, an animation company just added a cartoon character. They made a Riot or deal or whatever with Warner Bros. Yeah. And they tossed in that character and they're like, all right, we're going to give it this look. We're going to give it this personality. It's going to be opposite as Joker.
But they're going to be a thing.
And it's going to be, we're going to have we're going to find somehow. And then the voice acting. Obviously the voice acting is
it's got to be
not all of it, but it's the polishing. In my opinion, it's just the polishing act. It's like if you have a great voice actor, everything just sticks. It did, and now it's mainstream. Now she's gonna have her own standalone movie, which is Birds of Prey. No sponsor.
That's right.
But that's pretty much what it is. But I do think if we have an origin story for Harley Quinn,
that it should
we'd have to get a really good actor for that.
Yeah, someone that can do all the methodness, because it's going to have to happen with a character like that.
That would be pretty interesting. I don't know. Maybe Todd Phillips. He can do another one, or maybe someone else.
Yeah.
I do know that supposedly. Isn't that an oxymoron? I do know that supposedly. It's like I know, but I don't know. Yeah. But anyways, I don't know. But I heard, that's a better sentence, that he was just making that movie just for a one-time thing, and that's pretty much it.
Well, hopefully he gets enough ratings, reviews, and requests.
To rethink making another one.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe that bar was set pretty high. But I don't know, but what I heard is that they had fun, like a lot of fun making that movie.
I would too. But I'd probably be scared at the same time.
I see no fun in that movie. It's a really good movie. That's what I'm saying. Like, I see that movie, I'm like, damn, this
leaves
looks
you
like
breathless
work.
When you leave the theater.
Your head is knocked back because it feels like you just got to bat to the face every single time. Every single scene is just like, oh.
Yeah. Keeps hitting you left and right.
So definitely thought that was one of the coolest parts of the movie.
Even down to the music.
Yes, I almost forgot their orchestra. That, unfortunately, I believe that's the composer. He's part. I'm not sure if he's the main composer or the producer, but I know he's not getting royalties for that movie. And that movie made a lot of money on the first day. I don't know, but I saw. it was around
Saw.
2. Okay, in the U.S. it definitely made. I had these numbers in my head.
2.5. 2.8.
That wasn't a 9.
9?
I think it made 98 million in the U.S. and then 98 million in the U.S. and around 300,000 million globally.
Let me open up my.
Let me count how many zeros that is.
That's a lot of zeros.
Yeah, it's a good amount of zeros, if you count them. I mean, you can. I think if you count into a million, 1 second, how much will that be? That'd be awesome to have a human calculator right now, but we don't. But anyways, hey, we got to talk about the movie without actually spoiling it.
Yeah.
But anyways,
nice. Now let's add a spoiler.
I know, right? But that was pretty much it. Thank you guys for joining. My name is Zams. I never introduced myself from the start. I'm sorry about that. But and then this is Christina. We'll definitely have Chaotic back on the next episode. We'll have him with arms open wide. But anyways, thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you guys in the next one.